Cal, you tuned in to Gorilla Cross Radio.
Broadcasting live from downtown Las Vegas, you're tuned in to Gorilla Cross Radio.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year.
New Year.
No S, just year.
Right. New year, new episode
Y'all be
of
crazy
Girl Chat
in that.
Sports with Mo and Mel in the 2020.
2020 twin.
For those that can't see us, we have our 2020 glasses on.
We've got
Chilling on the
tiaras.
mango.
Happy
Tiaras
New Year.
to say Happy New Year.
Tiaras.
Yes.
It's a whole new decade. One time for the one time.
One time for Quan.
Is killing us right now. One time for the mangoes.
Yes. One time for the Mango King. Yes. Happy New Year, everybody.
Yes, Happy New Year.
On this lovely Wednesday, a warm Wednesday. Can I tell you that the weather was bomb
It's 50.
today? No. It felt like 60.
Oh, I woke up at 1. I mean.
Hey, I had to step outside and see. But it was a beautiful day. Supposed to be 60s tomorrow, too. I'm looking forward.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what's funny? My friend, shout out to Young Joy. He's in Alaska. It was 50 degrees in Alaska, and he's like, it's supposed to be like -5 right now.
You're kidding.
Isn't that crazy?
No, it's crazy.
Take it off topic a lot.
That's way crazy. No, but you guys, share our episode because it's New Year's Day. All you have to do is click that share button.
And we know most of you ain't working, so you might as well tune in.
Right, tune in, share the watch party, call us. Did I spit on the mango? On the mic? I feel like a mango. Anyway, shout out to Quan and those mangoes. But call in. You want to see me spit on this mic?
No, we're done.
The mango?
Okay.
Anyway, call in 702-608-3259. That is the number. And that is also the number that is on your screen, too, in case you forget.
Episode 164
Is that what
is starting off the new year.
Yeah, starting off the new year. Hyped.
Well,
But we had some games.
Call us in and just tell us what kind of things you did for last night that are PG, of course.
Right. We got PG.
We kept it very PG.
It was pajamas.
Yes.
PG. PJs.
Onesies and pajamas.
Yes, we had a good time. Shout out to my boy C.
Thank you, C.
For allowing us to crash his pad and overlook his view of the strip with the fireworks and everything like that.
Right.
And we played Taboo, which the girls won. Remember, it was
Shout
girls
out to
against
the
guys.
girls.
Shout out to the ladies that showed up because we beat them.
Shout out to Rashad.
Shout out to Rashad.
Y'all
Poor
ever
Rashad.
play Taboo and it's their turn and they're like, okay. And then it's like,
And his boys was hyping him up.
and all you saw was hand movements and
He
a
said
couple
it's like a
cuss words.
rocket. And then, and then drawing circles, mimicking what, but kept saying, He might as well be on his yoga, doing that, concentration thing. Yeah. Crazy. So that was good for New Year's. We did it right. We did it safely. Glad that everybody that's tuning in made it into their destination safely, according to New Year's safely. I woke up to news with David Stern's passing. We had known he had been ill because he had been admitted in the hospital, but this was an apparent brain hemorrhage. And like right on New Year's Day. Pretty sad, right?
Yeah. So rest in heaven to our guy.
And that was the only commissioner I ever knew of growing up as a kid. That's all you knew, you know what I mean? Then we have Adam Silver, but before growing up as kids, David Stern. You saw, who is this guy?
When I actually watched basketball 24/7 in that day, that's what I did. It was David Stern's world. I don't know. It's just a lot. So we're sharing, and sharing is caring.
Yes, it is.
We got a call already. Let's start this new year off right.
Happy New Year. Girl Chat Sports. Holla, holla, holla 2020. Who are we talking to?
What's up, this guru?
Oh, what's up, Guru? Straight from Florida. Man, what's up? Happy New Year.
Yeah, y'all Happy New Year too. How y'all doing?
We good.
We're good. Thank you for asking.
How are you? How are you holding up?
I'm good. I didn't really partake in activities last night. I had to work early this morning. I got 2 jobs, so I don't really be partying like that. But
get your grind on,
just,
2020.
Yeah. We got to get this money.
Right.
That's exactly it. And this is our resident Buccaneers
Right,
fan,
exactly. So we were
season
going to
ticket
ask
holder.
him. Our soul was about to ask him about the Bucks.
Yeah, please go, Mo. Go.
Well, I'm just going to ask him, how did you feel like you guys fared this season with famous Jameis?
Oh, turn your radio down,
to
too.
be clear, my bad. To be quite frank, I'm very disappointed. You know what I'm saying? I felt like the first time I talked to y'all, that was before the season. I made all these predictions, but the only thing I did tell y'all that we were gonna do was Chris Godwin's gonna get on everybody's radar, and he was like, he's a Pro Bowler and he's like top 5 in the league for receiving yards, so that was good. But as far as our season went, we should have took a step further, but we obviously have some issues at quarterback, and I'm kind of torn. And a lot of people are torn here in the city because Jameis had put up these miraculous numbers, but he's fucking he's a freaking turnover. He's a freaking turnover machine.
Yeah.
And it's just like, but he was like that in college because I watched him play at Florida State. So it's just like, I think what needs to happen is, obviously we're going to keep him because they already made that known, at least for a franchise tag. So what needs to happen is we need to bring somebody in with just as not or more talent than him, just to have his job threatened, because since he's got here and nobody has threatened him for the job. So I think that's what needs to happen. And then we'll go from there after this season. But he'll be here this year.
Okay. Well, I had him on my fantasy team, and sometimes he put up great numbers, and sometimes it'd be like, man, this guy. But I think with Tampa Bay, you have potential with him. I don't think you guys should just kick him to the curb quite yet.
Gotcha.
I think he's still got some time.
A lot of people want to, like, for real, and it's just like, but getting rid of personnel, getting rid of the coach, that's not always the answer. Sometimes I feel like people don't have patience. You know what I mean? So,
well, I definitely have patience. I'm the most patient fan out there, being a Raiders fan. So there are fans out there that have patience, and I feel like you guys are Pirates over on the South, and I feel like that same patience needs to be instilled with your fan base too.
Absolutely. That's why I tell these stupid people down here, I'm like, look, if we draft a guy, he's going to be young. Y'all want to wait for the development and the growing pains, or you want to stick it out with this dude. Hopefully he can decrease his turnovers and take us to the next level. Pick your poison.
Right.
And everybody's like, well, they be going crazy in the little Facebook chat, all the little Bucks chats that I be in. But it's just like, like I said, getting rid of him, that's not going to solve our problem. I just feel like, we bring somebody in and he's threatened for the job. I feel like that'll do the trick.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I appreciate you calling.
So,
and I wish you much success in 2020. You've got that great podcast of yourself.
Yes,
a couple of them that you're collabing with. So much success in that in 2020. And I know you had DM saying that you want to come our way to Vegas. So just let us know.
Yeah, jump on.
Jump on.
We're playing the Raiders this year.
Yes.
In Vegas.
Yes, we are.
I'll definitely be out there.
Oh yeah.
And I'll let y'all know. I'll probably come out there before then. Probably this spring, but I'll let y'all know.
Okay, please do.
Thank you and Happy New Year.
So much.
All right, ladies. Take care.
Yep. That was Guru from
Checking in on the
Florida.
East Coast, down south.
Yep, on that East Coast time. It's late out there, but that's all right. He called in. I appreciate it.
I love it.
Yeah. So looking into our schedule for the upcoming NFL season for those that are not playing, we'll talk about it.
They did release, NFL did release the schedules for all teams. So you'll know your home games, your away games. The dates will come out. Usually it's like in May or June.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. But the schedule is out.
We know
as far as our opponents are. Yes, for sure.
Is there any games you're aiming at right now?
Pretty much all of the home games for Raiders I want to be at.
Well, shout out to all the Redskins fans out there, because my away game for 2020 is going to be to DC
Oh, really?
I don't care how good or bad the Redskins are. I want to see that live band in person. It's the only, like I've told you guys before, it's the only stadium that has a live band there. And that's what I'm going for. Not just some drum team or whatever. No, like a live band. So, that's all. 2020
They'll lose
Redskins.
in 2020.
It's okay, but that's where I want to go. I got family on the East Coast, DC. You know, it's been a while since I stepped foot around there. So, it'll be good. So if you got a game that you're looking at, chime in on the
I mean, the
group,
whole
give us a
schedule
call.
for Raiders is just very, very enticing on all cylinders. I'm looking at some pretty good key games that we will be facing off. But that'll also boost tourism, this home games, because a lot of the fan bases, like Guru said, he's coming out for that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's going to be monumental to see this NFL season in Las Vegas, first ever with the Las Vegas Raiders, who have an undefeated record right now. I posted that on Facebook being funny. I was like, yeah, Las Vegas Raiders are undefeated.
Shout out to Stephanie Washington. I think she did too.
Yeah, we're undefeated. So, that's what we're going to try and roll into. That's what we're going to try to roll into. We got to roll into.
Well, the draft's going to be here soon.
Yes, it is. That's going to be exciting.
You better get your tickets. We're gonna. We got the couch here at the studio on offer, or not offer up on.
Is that what we're doing?
Airbnb.
We're doing a draft party at the studio.
Oh, we could.
Oh, okay.
Juan's mouth is
got a
full of
nod.
mangoes at the moment.
We got a
so
nod
he
though.
can't participate.
I'll take that as a sign. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Moving right along. You want to talk about nights? And also, just on a serious note, before we get into the nights, I was gonna say one of the players just received a passing, but I can't remember.
Received a what?
His daughter passed away.
Egan.
No.
Is it? I don't
Yeah.
know.
So
That's-
it is. They announced that today too. So
Well, it's
it takes a lot of
2020.
stress. It takes a
Our
lot of stress
guys
to
are
do all that.
actually doing fairly well right now.
Oh,
I think we're
wicked.
still first in the Pacific right now.
Yeah.
We just beat Anaheim for a noon game on New Year's Eve. They won yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So all the fans were there in their
Yep.
New Year's Eve gear.
That
and
was pretty
geared
dope
up.
to see that too on their stories. Yeah, I like
yeah,
that.
I like that. It was good. Other than
So
that,
are they in a better place this season at this time? Not saying for the 2020 New Year, but for December.
I feel that they are.
We right?
I
where
think that we were
supposed to
like
be?
at second maybe last
Right.
year or something. So we're on
Exactly.
track.
We're on track.
We're on track with
Yep.
that playoff push.
So no complaints about us not,
yeah.
doing the thing, because the Knights are still doing their thing out there.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
And they play away on Thursday. Or no, they're here on Thursday, but then there's what's called the Fortress Invitational. So there's going to be 4 college hockey teams that are coming to T-Mobile on Friday and Saturday.
Oh, okay.
And you can get free tickets to that tomorrow on Unnamed Sports
Oh,
Show,
I
2
love
p.m. West
that.
Coast time.
Was there some
Right
mango
here
in
on
that?
Gorilla Cross Radio.
Is it a
There's a lot
shameless
of mango
plug
in
that
that.
we just had going on right now?
It wasn't shameless.
Can we say the plug again?
Yeah.
Do it
Tune
again.
into Unnamed Sports Show.
Unnamed.
Unknown.
Tomorrow, Thursday, 2 p.m. West Coast time. We're going to be giving away tickets.
So if you're in Vegas or traveling
That'll be
tomorrow
dope.
here, please come and check out Unnamed Sports Show. Check them out at 2 because they will be giving out tickets to the
Do
Fortress.
we qualify for those tickets, I wonder?
We do.
Oh, I heard him yell,
do.
yes, we do. Cool.
So the schools that are in the Fortress Invitational are Providence, Army, Ohio State, Cornell, and yes. Oh, good. I think one went together.
Oh,
We have
yeah,
we have a
cool.
special guest.
We do have a special guest. You guys can call in too as well during
yeah.
special guest
Well,
as
no,
well.
because there's no one manning the phone.
No,
He's
when he
answering the
comes
door.
and sits there, yeah. When he comes back, you know what I mean.
But anyway, so that's going to
Call
happen on Friday. The championship game is going to be on Saturday at T-Mobile. So if any of those hockey fans are going to miss out on not having a Knights game for here, they're
Hey, girl. Wait, I don't like that. I don't like that cup though that she has in her hand right there. That's the wrong cup.
we're
Miss
going to
Lady.
we're going to get there. We're going to get there.
We are going to get there. I need us to get there.
What's that?
So without further ado, ladies and gents, we have a very special guest in studio. She has been on our show previously before. She's a huge Seahawks fan. Why, I'll never know. Maybe it's that because she has a good, close relation with Beast Mode, who just returned back to the Seattle Seahawks. Let me introduce everyone to Miss Brandy Foster. And she is also co-proprietor with Marisha Lynch, who we've had on the show. So we had them both at the same time, of the Beast Mode clothing store, which is moving to a new location in May. Wait, Oh, in June. Oh, awesome.
We got our mic on. We need our mic
Yeah.
on.
And
You
headphones
want
too.
headphones if you want.
Yes.
I don't know. So here y'all. My new sweatshirt.
Oh, that's dope. I like that. Did they have any Raiders like the Beast Mode stuff up in there too?
Not at the Seattle store.
No,
no,
that
not
stuff
right now.
was like the special edition.
Well,
Stuff that
actually,
he
Oh wait,
did
it's
for
a
coming
special edition.
Back in action.
Yeah.
Did you?
He did those, and then some T-shirts that said "Unfinished Business."
No, I
First
understand
return.
the concept of that. I'm asking, as the store in Seattle, do they have Raider stuff? in
Yeah, they had some of the stuff that
Thank
we
you.
had here.
It was
Talking about
probably
they
on
never-
clearance,
probably
right?
never-
Was it on clearance yet?
I feel like y'all inventory would be more on clearance than anything.
Hey, so welcome, Brandy. First of all,
Happy New Year too.
Happy
You
New
can
Year.
Put your hat on
Yes.
if you want.
a hat, you're welcome
Yes.
to it. You know, I will say this: when Marshawn had a touchdown this weekend, I pretty much got teary-eyed.
It was crazy.
Walk us through that
his
whole thing.
Well, let's talk about just because I know when he came back on, you guys were all kind of like, yeah, kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
And then it was after the fact that the news reported that for almost for the whole season that there's been a communication on stop, and that should anything ever happen, because they were already down penny, that they could look into maybe trying to get Marshawn to come on.
Yeah.
But so like, how does this all transpire, and then for the family, for y'all to be up in Seattle with him?
I mean, you know, a lot of times we don't find out stuff until like a day before everyone else finds out. This was we kind of knew.
Yeah.
Oh, you did.
know? Yeah.
How early in did you know?
We knew about 2 months ago.
Mm-mm.
So we just had to kind of,
keep
keep
it,
it
yeah, of
under
course.
wraps
Yeah.
until it was official. But going out there this weekend,
And it was Mama Lynch's birthday.
It was.
Yes.
Happy birthday to
Happy
Mama
Mama
Lynch.
Lynch.
Yes.
So we partied hard. We had a lot of fun. It was, pretty much everybody came.
Yeah.
All the family from Oakland came.
Nice.
We came. Some of the family from Miami came. There was a lot of us.
Yeah.
And we had such a good time.
So tell me how your feelings were as far as the first half, because that was a scoreless first half, which was the first time you guys have not scored in the first half
my
in I don't know
goodness.
how long.
So not to mention, like, we were right in front of some 49er fans.
Oh, okay.
And mind you, like I said, there was like 40 of us, and everybody had on a Lynch jersey. Everybody had on the
Everybody
same-
had their fresh Lynches on.
yeah,
let's
the
just
brand
say.
new Lynch
Yes.
jerseys that we got, or whatever, when we got there. And so, they were heckling and stuff behind us or whatever. So we were just like, okay,
Mhm.
we're going to let them have it, And it was just like the atmosphere there at the, pregame when he was warming up. They were showing him on the Jumbotron, like everybody. It was like the energy in there was like crazy. I mean, it's always crazy in there,
Right.
but just the energy from him, it was crazy. And so then, when he came out the tunnel, it was so loud. And then when he got the touchdown, it was just like,
It was like a new earthquake. Another
oh
earthquake.
my goodness. Like they were throwing Skittles on the field.
Yeah, I saw
like-
that they were showing it on the TV.
They
They had
to
the
pick up
Skittles cleanup
cleanup
crew.
crew.
Well,
Yeah.
see, because at the store we gave out Skittles.
Oh, okay.
And the line for the store was wrapped around the corner.
Okay, I was gonna
prior
ask
to
that.
the game. So, and the day before.
Yeah.
So we were giving out Skittles with every purchase.
Oh.
And so everybody had Skittles, and it was just crazy when he went for the touchdown. It was just like, oh,
And did he
wow.
go for a touchdown? I mean, he leaped over those players. Like, it not only did it demonstrate that he still had it,
Right.
but it also depressed me because he didn't do that when he came back. To
Well,
us
see,
for a little bit.
and one of the biggest things was for me because the sportscasters and they're like, oh, Beast Mode doesn't have it. He hasn't been playing, so on and so forth.
All the
But-
memes of him being fat.
But
and
what
out
they
of shape.
fail to realize is that at the end of the day, he's an athlete.
Mhm.
So whether he's playing or not, he's still working out. He's still, you know what I'm saying, conditioning his body for whatever, because he's an athlete
Yeah.
at the end of the day. So it wasn't just like, oh, he's not playing, so he's just off eating a bunch of food and just doing. He was still working out. He was still, in the gym. So
Yeah.
I was just like, I just want him to get a touchdown to prove all of these sportscasters wrong. So when he did that, it was just like,
Yeah.
So, but the
I think
energy
we
in
all-
there
That was great.
amazing.
I thought it was just such a monumental type of comeback,
Yeah.
if you call it that.
We had a lot
It
of
was just
fun.
kind of like a reunion, I'll say.
Mhm.
But I did see Pete Carroll's reaction. Like, he was very excited about that play. And I'm like, oh, really, Pete?
Yeah,
Because
like,
that could have been y'all's second ring.
could've,
You know?
yes,
I'm
yes,
surprised
hello.
he even still there. That's like a fireable offense.
Yeah.
And I posted that on my Facebook saying that too. But
And we got a
he was
little
all
bummed
hyped
out,
about that.
with the delay of game because we were
Right.
like, okay, he's gonna get another one. It was like a redemption from the Super Bowl type of thing. When he was getting ready
And that
to run it in. So we were just like, but It wasn't.
I wasn't bummed out.
Well, we know.
We know
course
you
you know.
weren't.
But you know what? Game had a
But
lot
as a
of
49er fan, I said to everybody that it's over and Marshawn was going to score the winning touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
And when they got that delay of game, you're like, wow.
Wow.
Like, I felt bad for him, but
Yeah.
obviously for my squad, I felt good.
Yeah, and then we did, the blind refs missed our pass interference.
Oh yeah, or defensive holding. One of
Complete,
them. I mean, give us
pass
something.
interference.
But at the
Something.
end of the game, all the 49er fans, they were very humble about it. They was like, good game. You guys, I mean, we know the Seahawks sometimes are a second half team.
Yes.
They have to go in there and get their talking to by Pete, and
Yes.
then they come out and do what they're supposed to do. But all in all, it was a good game. It was a lot of fun. Like, it was amazing to watch him come back for his first game.
I know he loved having everybody there too.
We had a ton. It was like a family reunion. It was so much fun.
Oh.
It was cold in Seattle and it started snowing Sunday, but
Oh.
it was fun.
Don't give me a start on the weather in Seattle.
Yeah, Philly's gonna be worse, I think.
Yeah, so we got Philly this weekend on
Mhm.
Sunday. Thank God it's Sunday, not Saturday. But
But those
yes.
Saturday games look tough too.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Sunday, and so you guys are heading back out that way.
Yeah, we're leaving for Philly
Bring on the support
Friday.
team. Here's the deal with the second half thing. We all know Seattle's been a second half team, but there it comes to a point where we have to not count on the second half
Exactly.
and still at least perform the 1st half.
Mhm.
It's getting to be, I mean, especially this last game, nothing for the first half.
Nothing.
Yeah, that kind of made me mad about you guys too, because it's like, okay, y'all got Russell Wilson and y'all got Sean back,
Yeah.
and you got like.
And
some
Tyler
key
had a
pieces.
couple good plays.
Tyler Lockett
DK
had a good
had a
play.
couple good,
Yeah.
but everything came after the second half.
But
Yeah.
that's just frustrating.
It is. And I feel like if we would have done something in the first
I
half,
think you guys
it would have
would've won.
made all the difference. It would have, because it put more pressure on them. They had to work harder, in the second half. But it was a really, really good game.
It was an excellent game. I mean, and shout out to the 49ers because I can't discredit them
No, not
either.
at all.
They were, they brought
They
it.
played.
Yeah.
Kyle Shanahan is a monster
Yeah.
of a playmaker.
Kittles,
I mean,
nobody can even.
he's the toughest
pull him
tight end right
down.
now. He's the
It's
toughest.
ridiculous.
He's the baddest tight end right now.
And I think also there's a few teams in the NFL that when any team plays them, they play harder than
Oh,
they
yeah.
do. That's why we lost. You know what I'm saying? Last week, like,
Yeah.
because
Well,
everybody
against Arizona,
playing against the
but-
Seahawks, playing against this year against the 49ers, playing against the Patriots. It's
Yeah.
always it's like do or die when we
Mhm.
play those teams. So I feel like everybody plays.
Well,
We
I think
just
both
have
teams
to
thought they were comfortably going to be in a place where this game
Exactly.
did not matter.
But
Mhm.
injuries fell into both teams.
But it's so
pockets.
funny how we talk about our teams and we are so optimistic, but
Mhm.
also delusional at the same time, and not the reality factors of this could happen, this could happen, this
Yeah.
could happen. So, yeah, it came down to that wire, and
Mhm.
it was a good wire. But I swear that call that didn't happen, and no
The
scoring first
delayed
half, that one,
game,
and a
man,
delayed
yeah.
game, man, that just man,
we were
it hurt.
literally like on our way, like when there was 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, we always like shoo off and start heading towards the family area.
Mhm.
But there was like a little TV like on the other side, so we were all in there like, oh my god. But yeah,
Yeah. But I think whenever he says, "Oh, I'm just making," people are checking in today. Like,
Mhm.
Happy New Year. I just want to make sure you're okay over the weekend. I'm like, here's the deal. It was a great game.
yeah,
I still was content with the game. We still at least came back. It wasn't like we got blown out.
Right.
I knew we were still in the playoffs. No matter what, we were in
Right,
the playoffs.
exactly.
And I knew that Marshawn was back.
Yeah.
And I knew that no matter what, the next game, which was confirmed, Quandre Diggs is going to be back. And at that point, I'm like, okay, there's still. We're not dead here.
yeah. I think that game was mainly in a sense
bragging
for clout.
rights. Yeah, clout
Yeah,
for sure. For
and
sure.
bragging rights
And a
because-
position to be number one in the NFC West.
Yeah,
like,
yes.
come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
But
we-
shout out to all the Niner fans out there that don't know what the
The difference between
difference
the championship
between the
division
NFC
and-
Championship
Mhm.
and the NFC West is, because I saw a few people, including some family members, that were posting about the NFC champs. Well, that has yet to be determined.
Mhm.
The Niners are the West divisional champs, and there'll be a conference champ later on.
That's how that works.
Yes.
But they did have the best record in the NFC. That might be what they're talking about.
Well, they
but
said
you
number
guys
one-
lost Kendricks too for the season. That was
Yeah, we did. And
horrible,
Kendrick's is big. But
yeah.
there's still, I mean, I need Quandre Diggs back almost more than, I mean, not saying I need him more than Kendricks. Kendricks, we missed when he was gone. But he was also gone when, who was the other person on the defense that was, I can't remember offhand right now. But long story short, we're getting healthier, except for my.
Y'all need to.
Shout out to the Niners, though. I mean, you know, it's
That's
always
what I
been a
said. I
rivalry
can't
with
take
us.
away.
But
I can't take nothing away from them.
They played.
This year has been their year, and it's been so many years where it hasn't. I mean, shout out to them. They, you know, they took care of business.
Do you like the Niner Gang song by E40?
No, I don't.
I don't either. So whack. Like, why?
And it's such a funny story behind that.
Oh, please tell me.
We actually saw E40 when he was here last month around my birthday. He was here.
Mhm.
And he was just saying, you know, because Marisha and them, they're all, you know, in the Bay Area. And he was just saying that he is a Niner fan by default because
don't get her started.
The Raiders kind of like pushed him out. Like they didn't really want to. Like,
they didn't want Fodiwada.
Yeah, they didn't really want to have like an affiliation with him per se. So
is it because
he was like, okay, well,
rolling with the next Bay Area team.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get down to the bottom of that story.
And he said that he, you know, he likes the Raiders because they're a Bay Area team, you know.
But
it was like
yeah,
he's from Vallejo.
Oh, he's from Vallejo, so he should have been like an Oakland Raider fan.
Yeah. So, but I guess the Raiders were kind of like, you know, when he would try to do stuff, they would be like, nah, we're gonna pass, you know. So he just.
It's hard when you have Ice Cube doing a theme song for the Raiders, and you may have something locked into that, and it's just that Hollywood play.
Yeah.
Well,
there was a couple of other things where there were like official pregame parties, and they were like, nah, we're not really gonna.
Really?
Yeah. So he was like, okay, well, I'll go
Guess
to the
I'm a
Niners.
Niner.
And the Niners, you know, like welcomed him open arms. So he was like, okay,
well. I was gonna say maybe because now we'll be Las Vegas Raiders, maybe we can like recruit him back, but it's okay.
Recruit him back.
Maybe you get Neo to make a song.
How about I get Ray J to make a song?
Oh wow. Is Ray J from here?
Huh?
He's not.
No.
From LA.
Neo's from here.
But who?
But Neo's from
Neo.
here. Neo.
That's why I said Neo. You don't know who Neo is?
He can sing a ballad for the Raiders.
Yeah. He'll probably
Who?
do like a.
Yes, you know who
You
Neo
don't know who
is.
Neo is?
Who?
Oh,
Goodbye.
she must have
She knows.
had a bad experience
No
with
bad experience, but
Schaefer
he ain't put out
Smith.
he ain't put out no music in how long? Like
He'll
who?
probably sing the national anthem.
That's so
at a
disrespectful,
couple
Quan.
games.
That's so disrespectful.
I gotta
We gotta. I'd rather have Clint
See no
Holmes come out
more.
there on the field and sing.
Clint Holmes.
sing the national
Siegfried and
anthem.
Roy.
We ain't heard nothing from Neo and who?
Yes, you have.
What song?
Because he
did
doesn't sing it doesn't mean he doesn't write it.
He writes.
Who's he wrote for? Who's he written for?
Who hasn't he
He
written?
wrote
No,
for
he's written for a lot of
LMA.
people.
He wrote
Yeah.
some stuff for her. He wrote some stuff for Kalani. I know just recently.
Oh, okay. So Neo's behind the scenes.
He's doing a lot. Of
He
writing.
started behind the scenes.
Well, you know, Beyonce is supposed to have a residency here. Maybe she can sing the national
Oh, they said
anthem.
that it wasn't true.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's canceled.
Maybe Cardi can do it.
Maybe
That's
Cardi
what I
could do
get.
it.
Like
Well,
some of the
Chaos
people
is
out there
gone
that
now,
want to
so-
like share all these posts about news developments.
Yeah,
don't
they
click on the
quashed that
links.
real quick. But anyway, back to Neo. I didn't realize. Well, I thought he was like the Dream. Well, Dream had started writing. You know, as we're getting off topic,
Girl chat music.
behind different songs. But I ain't heard a ballad from Neo, so that's was like, no, we have others. It'll be Wayne Newton, right? It'll be Wayne Newton
No,
to
please, no.
commemorate
Donnie and Marie.
It's gonna be Lady Gaga, Maroon 5. It's gonna be these people that come and have these residencies here. Britney Spears is gonna come out.
Just
We're gonna
please
have
no
people.
Imagine Dragons.
Oh yeah, we'll have
God.
Imagine
I like
Dragons for
Imagine
sure. We have to
Dragons.
have Imagine Dragons. Oh,
Imagine
for
I
sure.
like
The
them, but I'm
Killers
over
and Imagine Dragons are Vegas bands. They definitely have to do something.
Well, then you know Trey Songz has a residency at Dre's.
Oh right.
T.I. has
Yeah.
a residency at
See, we
Dre's.
can have all these artists
those
come in.
guys.
Drake.
Yeah,
Drake's
Drake
here
has
every
his
other
radio.
day.
Oh, shout out to shout out to the best night of my life, seeing Drake and Lizzo in the same night.
Oh, yeah.
Mo was on. That's why she.
Yes. Drake puts on a great show, by the way. He's
That was
awesome.
good.
But
So
anyway.
yeah, we're on to Philly. What are you guys feeling? How is the fam feeling for Philly? The only thing that we are still missing is Dwayne Brown, who is a key, integral part of the offensive line because, well, we've never had one and still usually don't. But that's a good piece for a lot of running backs, and especially for
So, what's your prediction of this game in Philly on Sunday? How many points do you guys feel you'll win by? Because you guys have done great road games. Will it be a close one again, like by 3, a field goal? Like,
I feel like a
seeing?
touchdown.
You
I
think
feel
a
it's
touchdown?
if not more. I feel like after losing and with just knowing how poor they did the first half, I think it's really going to be a higher score game for us.
right.
But the key will be on defensive plays. I mean, there's a lot of lack that we have in coverage sometimes, and then we go from man to, zone, and it's just like, I don't
And
know.
those penalties. Yeah,
The penalties, man, and
Yeah.
it's always whenever I see any kind of penalty, I'm like offensive holding, offensive.
Yeah.
It's always them. It's
Yeah.
always.
Yeah, the penalties hurt us so
But I'm hoping that DK shows up again. I'm hoping that he still
Yeah,
wears
that
the
would be
green
good.
and blue baby
Binky.
the
binky
pacifier,
because
yeah.
that's the one.
Mouth
Here's the deal: when we lost, he had that weird pink looking one. A
Oh
couple
yeah, it was
games
like pink
ago.
and blue or something. Yeah.
Keep with the green and blue one, DK, because that's when I think it's gonna work. That's when he has good games.
Why is he wearing that? I just need to know why. What
You
is
know.
that?
It's
symbol?
an
I remember when guys were walking around doing that. Wasn't that like in the late '90s or early 2000s? when
yeah.
the kids were
After
wearing
that
binkies?
movie, one of those movies.
Yeah.
they were doing
But
it.
he still has it. But I know it's a form of his mouth guard. Which
Yeah.
is clever. But I just was wondering what the story was
Something
behind that.
different, I guess.
Yeah.
What I did enjoy too is seeing an article or at least a picture. It was Marshawn talking to Travis Homer and like, and he was just like, "Listen, I'm feeding off you. Like this is your game. You get out there." And I thought that was really good because to have Travis is a rookie and he played excellent. Like he had all the first, second, third, whatever downs. He did a great game on Sunday.
Oh, he did.
And he's going to be a great asset for our team and
Yes.
for any future team, because usually once after the rookie contract, they seem
Yeah, I
to
was
move
about
around.
to.
But
I was about to tweet about him too because that was epic play that he did. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, where'd this kid come
I mean,
from?
he catches it, he runs it.
Right.
It's great all around.
Yeah.
So it was really cool to see Marshawn kind of talking to him. Like
Well,
that.
interesting story. The hotel that we stayed at was the same hotel Turbin was at. Stayed there as well. So, game day, we were all in the lobby for about 3 hours, just hanging out. The whole family. It was like a party in the lobby. And he, he was down there, and so they, they talked a little bit,
Nice.
and it was just like a reunion.
Yeah.
Of a sort.
One of your college boys or whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
and so they were
yeah.
talking like, Marshawn, they gonna give it to us. So when they give it to us, we gotta do what we gotta do.
Yeah.
It was nice. It was nice for him to still have that same kind of camaraderie with the guys
Yes.
after, being apart for so long. from
Well, and
what
then
I
his
saw.
post game interview, it was like blah, 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 bleep, bleep, blah, blah, bleep. And I was like, you're not telling. Like, it
Yeah,
was so
it was so
Yeah.
funny
just
because
him,
like,
right?
they're like, he never talks to the media, and when he does, he says stuff that they can't even
Yeah.
hear.
Right. 'Cause they weren't going to take that clip
Right,
and just put it on.
exactly,
It would
exactly.
need what I have to do sometimes. It's
Right.
some major editing sometimes.
Yeah.
A little bleeping and whatnot. But that was the most real interview. He came 100%, was like, I'm not happy about how it went down. I'm glad to be back. Let's keep going. And not so many words.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
my thing, this whole time with him, with the media thing is, the media is the media. They're going to put extras on it. They're going to do this. They're going to
Yeah.
do that. But what people in general have to remember is that he is he's an average human being. And I say that in like the realest way possible. He's so regular. Like
Right.
he's such
Just
a
chill.
regular person. Like it's just like somebody you see in the grocery store, getting their groceries. He's the same person. It's just
And I'm glad that you brought
his
that up.
job has made him famous.
Yeah.
Right.
If it wasn't for that, he would, you know what I'm saying? He's regular. So when people do things, and they say things, it's like you have to remember this is a regular guy. He just happened to get a job that he was good at that gave him more notoriety than yours, and it's just like, how would you like to
Cameras
be
in
on
your
your
face.
off day and you work at a grocery store and somebody's like, hey, what's the price of the milk tomorrow? What specials are you guys having tomorrow, when you're trying to chill with your family? You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. So it's just like, you have to have that level of respect.
Right.
And when you don't give it, he's a regular person and he may snap. Like, check this out.
And I'm glad that you brought that up because I remember there was an incident with him and a parent at a camp.
oh my God,
where he
that
ran
was
up
over
and-
there.
And that was
And
so
that's-
dumb.
yeah, and you were there. And I just wanted to know, like, that was the transparency of seeing Marshawn Lynch. And it wasn't in a bad way. As much as she tried to spin that video, it was the realest as real can get.
And they
So-
didn't record the first part.
Right,
either.
exactly. I heard there was a lot of,
And what happened in that first part?
yeah.
So, as we all know, like I said, he's human.
Right.
He says curse words. What football
Who
coach?
doesn't?
Right.
What football coach doesn't?
We only
Right.
don't because Quan won't let me.
But when you think about
Yeah.
it, when you have 200 kids on a field and you have one or two kids that don't want to participate, it's like he asked the little boy several times, like, hey, like, what's going on? Like, what's up with you? Like, you don't want to play? And, the little boy started crying. Was like, no, I don't want to. And took off his shirt. And he's like, okay, well, if you don't want to play, get the bleep off my field.
Yeah.
I got 200 kids out here that want to run drills and come to have a good time to a free camp. You know what I'm saying?
Free
camp. So he just basically told him like go on, and then his mom she just blew up and went into this whole thing, and she was like, I'm gonna, and he's like, let me go talk to her, but at the same time, because he asked us, he was like, sister, she's still up there, can you grab her for me, so I can holler at her, because it was a level of respect. That's a woman,
right.
And he has sisters, so he's like, grab her for me.
Right.
So that's why he asked her, do you have a male with you? Because I don't want to come off disrespectful, but at the same time, we need to have a conversation to get an understanding.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, the little boy was being he was tripping. He was
little
tripping.
brat.
Yeah, and it's just like at the end of the day, this is a free camp. I've seen camps where they
Free
charge kids $1,200 and they get nothing but a T-shirt and a memory. This camp is free.
Yeah.
The kids get T-shirts, they get food, they get backpacks, they get all kind of stuff for free, and you're crying because he said a curse word to your son. What about when he's on Fortnite with his headset on and there's grown men on there saying all kind of other stuff? You know what I'm saying?
Part.
So
that part.
That part. Completely.
But you go online and have those headphones on, you don't know who you're talking to.
No,
it
you
could be
don't.
all
So
kinds of
it was blown out of proportion.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was trying to get her 15 seconds of fame and make it more of what it was, and it was
just sad.
It
But it was
was.
good to know that he
Right.
was still just trying to do his part. Like, I addressed it with him. Like, let me just talk to him, let him know, like, here, this is what happened. Like,
Yeah.
And that's the thing. As much as the recording or whatever tried to come out, it was a transparent look of Marshawn Lynch, but it wasn't a bad look. Like, it was, no matter how you tried to spin that, looking at
It
like,
couldn't.
you couldn't.
You couldn't.
So it was an epic fail on both parts for her and that kid.
Yeah.
Because no one gets that opportunity.
And then next year when the camp comes around, they're probably going to have his name blacklisted. Like,
Right.
Like, don't bring him back. We don't want to deal with that kind of stuff because there are tons.
You said 200
I mean,
kids.
there was
like,
a denied
so
a
there's-
bunch of people.
No,
I mean,
no kid ever gets denied at
That's
his
what I said.
camp.
200 kids.
Ever. So there's 2 sessions. There's a 6 through 12, and then there's a 13 through 18. So the little kids go in the morning. There's always more small kids than there are big kids. So when a kid comes, even if they're not registered, they didn't register, he never turns them away.
See,
His give back is
Know the
already.
whole
We
story.
already
Know the
know
whole
his give
story.
back is
Man.
ridiculous. So this just
Absolutely.
adds to that
Mhm.
next notch.
And
But yeah, I'm
it's
glad you cleared that up
fun.
because I was just curious about that as you were going into his character and everything.
Yeah.
So thank you for sharing.
man,
Yeah.
we love Marshawn. I'm
We do.
excited for Philly.
Yeah,
I'm excited for you guys to be in Philly. I can't wait to watch some more stories.
But
It's gonna be cool. Just watch out for those fans, because some of them Philly fans, they don't
Yeah.
give no kind of.
They don't.
I think for us, it's a sense of like, for me, I'm a Seahawk fan. I've always been a Seahawk fan, but it just adds a little bit more on it because it's like we want the Seahawks to do well. We want them to win. But at the end of the day, like, we want Marshawn to still get his.
Mhm.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Oh, of course.
So it's like, we didn't win. On Sunday, it was like, we didn't win. But he did
Yes.
what, everybody said that they said that he wouldn't.
He put the naysayers to rest. He
Mhm.
also gave hope even more to the rest, because we saw him do it for this game. He could happen again next game,
Exactly.
and it could happen into the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah.
What are the chances of him playing again next year?
No comment.
We can't give all the news.
That's right. That's right.
And I don't know, so.
And if that happens, we'd love it. Or I'm sure somebody else would love it. And if not, I mean, he's got so much on his plate. So much. He's buying up all the
There's a
homes
lot.
out
There's
there
a
in
lot.
Oakland too.
There's a lot. There's a lot of stuff that I probably don't even know about, but the stuff that I do know, there's a ton, a lot. He's a great person. At the end of the day, he is a really great person.
Yeah. Well, besides
see.
that game, we had a couple, Natalie's Patriots lost the Dolphins.
I know.
Was that not like the most? First of all, talk about when a team is like playing down to another level or vice versa, playing up, because it's kind of like how the Cardinals have always been our kind of Achilles heel. The Dolphins, for some reason, continue to be an Achilles heel for the Patriots. And as the Patriots should have been number one, or could they have been number one in AFC, right? They had that chance, and they blew it with a loss to the Dolphins.
Yeah.
That's a coup moment for real because that was just, and I didn't expect that. I expected them, honestly, though, truthfully, I
Yeah.
honestly expected the game before with them against the Bills to be their loss.
Yeah.
But not the Dolphins.
Yeah.
That just didn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, and I think,
No one showed up for work that day.
and I think it goes back to the Patriots being one of those teams that everyone plays super hard against. And I
Yeah.
think the Patriots kind of went into it like, oh, it's the Dolphins. We'll beat them. No
Right,
big
it's just the
deal.
Dolphins. That's what everybody
it's,
thinks.
It's just the Dolphins, but the Dolphins, they were like, nah, not today. I was shocked when I saw that too.
They was trying to show face for the last,
They were.
game of
They
the
were like,
season.
we're not going anywhere, so we might as well
Right.
end it with a bang.
Yeah.
That was a lot. So, and it was funny because as that game's playing, they played it kind of like during the Chiefs game. So as the Chiefs are winning, they're
Right.
seeing the Patriots lose, which gives them the number 2
Yep,
seed,
exactly.
gives them the bye.
Yep.
And it was funny. There was a clip, I think I shared it on our Instagram, was that while the announcer's like giving the play of the Chiefs game, he's simultaneously giving the play of what just happened and transpired for the Patriots to be losing. So
That was a stunner for me.
Me too.
It really was. But I laughed too all the way too.
Yeah, I was like, the
That was
Patriots- like I said,
hilarious.
the
Yeah, I was
Patriots are
like,
one of those teams
That's
that's
what they
like,
get. But they'll come. I can't count Tom Brady out. I still
Yeah.
can't.
no, you
Yeah.
Because you never know.
And then also we had Philly
Yeah.
won
Mhm.
and beat the Giants,
Mhm.
which also kept a team out the playoffs.
But it also got their coach fired. The Giants coach got
Oh, yeah.
fired shortly
Wow.
after on that.
There was a lot of firing.
Yes, there were
There
a
was
lot of firings. Yep.
But so the Cowboys are not going to the postseason.
Oh, and I'm so happy.
and boo.
You sit right there with us.
I mean, it's just every year we're going to be in the Super Bowl.
So it's so funny because I want to say about, I think it was like a month ago, I was at church. I was actually at church, and the pastor said, your faith has to be as strong as the Cowboys fans. Every year they go into the season
They do.
believing they're gonna win,
Every
even though they
single
never
year.
do. They have that same faith every season, and that's what the
Yeah,
sermon was.
that was the
about.
That
best
means-
sermon ever.
Right.
For all
That holds
2019.
true for them, for sure.
I said their fans, and their players have the strongest faith in the world.
I mean, Cowboys. Y'all sitting right there with us.
Yeah.
Welcome to my world.
Yeah,
Y'all been in my world, didn't even know.
yeah,
Yeah.
And you guys don't even know if you're going to have your head coach or not.
yeah.
And those posts of everybody
Oh,
saying that
my
he was
God.
fired, I needed that to stop. I'm so glad.
Here's
that
what I did
we're
to
in
find.
2020
So
now.
you go into you click on the link,
Mhm.
you read it, the article, and then in the article from that Yahoo Sparts, and whoever wrote the article for Yahoo probably lost his job because that's the one article I didn't see any other articles being shared except for the Yahoo Sports one. And in that article it says per tweet from blah blah blah. I click on the guy's name, go to his Twitter, and of course it says that he heard from a staff member of the Cowboys that
Oh,
everybody got
boy.
fired. And then literally a follow-up tweet after that was, well, it has not been confirmed, but it could be happening anytime.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's false.
I think
all
I've
the way
seen
false.
the most memes this season on the Cowboys.
Yeah, I think
I've-
if any team meme, yeah, it has been the Cowboys. I agree with
I've
that.
seen a ton of
Especially if
them.
you follow certain group pages. That's all they were posting.
Oh my goodness.
It was a field day.
I've seen the Doritos bag where it said nacho year.
Not your year. I like that one.
Yeah, then there was one it was one of Zeke, and it was like the only eating he'll be doing is out of a trash can or something.
Oh my god.
And then the one with the cat where she's like, the Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl, and the cat was like, not without tickets.
Love it.
Those are the best. Or the
They
ones that
are.
are like, someone posted a car being broken into with 2 tickets lying on the dashboard. and-
Yeah,
Broken into the car, left these tickets,
left
yeah.
some more. Oh my goodness.
I've seen that one too.
Yeah, that was
That's a good one.
It's going to be some good playoff games this weekend.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
I'm excited for them. The Patriots play on Saturday. I didn't even write down all the games that were going up. But who did the Patriots play? Come on.
The Titans.
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 Yes.
Oh, and then
the Texans play the Bills.
And J.J. Watt is officially back.
yeah,
so
what's
that's going to be.
that gonna look like?
I mean, it's a great time for him to be back.
yeah, he's
you know.
actually right on time.
And let's hope Watson just, keeps the good Watson form that we know. There's been a couple games recently.
So yeah, it's Bills and Texans
Okay.
on Saturday, Titans and Patriots, and these are all the AFC wildcard playoffs on those
And then
games.
NFC Sunday.
And then NFC Sunday with the Vikings and Saints.
And they're early games, like it's a 10 a.m. and a 1 o'clock game. So there's
and you
no
guys are the
nights.
1:40 game.
Yeah.
I see. All right.
So I can sleep in a little bit.
Yeah. And then the Saturday games are weird too, because 1:30 and then 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is cool.
I'm super excited about the Ravens as well. I'm always a Seahawks fan, diehard Seahawks fan.
Right.
Always. But Marisha Marchand's cousin played for
Yeah.
the Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like
And Earl Thomas is there too. So we
either
still get love
way,
for Earl
we're
Thomas.
like, we're going to Miami.
Yeah.
Right. Going one way or another. So
Right.
yeah, so we're excited. We've been excited for the Ravens games too. Even though the first interception of the year was by Marcus. I was like, how could you do that to my
Right.
team?
The very first one that Russell threw this
Right,
season. He
yeah.
had 9 up until, what was that game? Like 7 or 8?
I think it was like 7 or 8.
I was
Yeah,
like,
so
wow.
Yeah, we're
That was
excited.
crazy.
So what do you predict for the Seahawks then? Coming out of this, going all the way to the top, or what do we think?
I mean, of course. Anything else would be uncivilized.
So you think you're going to be the NFC champions?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Because the thing about it is like I said before, the 49ers not discrediting them at all. They played this year. They've done what they needed to do. We beat them once. They beat us once. This is going to be like the tiebreaker. And the Seahawks are going to go to Santa Clara and
On January 11th, I believe.
not
12th?
going to that game as well. They're not going to give up. They're not. I believe it's going to come down to the wire in that game, but the Seahawks are going to pull it out the bag. They're not going to go down.
Okay, I have a follow-up question then. If they prevail,
Mhm.
and this is a big if, because
Great
this team,
sports media
this
reporting.
team is
Yeah,
strong. This team
absolutely.
is strong. I'm not
Absolutely.
counting them out. Do you think, when it comes to the MVP candidacy,
Mhm.
do you think Russell Wilson then should be MVP
Yes.
for the league?
Yes.
Okay.
Russell's done his thing. Garoppolo's good.
Jimmy
Russ
Garoppolo's good too.
But yeah, Russ.
But against,
absolutely.
if it's a Lamar Jackson and a Russell Wilson thing,
Mm.
if he prevails over the 49ers,
I think
MVP.
he'd have a better chance at getting it
Yeah.
if they do
Russell.
beat.
And
the
Lamar
49ers.
Jackson has been
Okay.
I mean, we know Lamar's been on fire.
amazing.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah, he
but
has
he
been.
definitely has years to come too. So
Absolutely.
it's not like he can never
And I'm
not.
thinking that's why Russell would outbeat him, just because he's been in the
Proven.
game a little bit longer.
Mhm.
He's been consistent with
Well, and he's
So
doing
I
more
think-
with less, too.
And
Yeah.
he's a Super Bowl champion too.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that
So
too.
I'm thinking
He's got a
Russell.
ring.
Russell.
Okay. I just wanted to know.
I'm just, so far our away record is better than our home record.
record,
which is
so-
crazy.
Isn't that wild?
Because at
I still
home,
can't get over
Those
that.
fans are nuts.
I had some friends that were there at the game too, and they're like, it's just different now. I mean, because then the CX blew up and ticket sales went crazy, and so
Mhm.
now the fans that are coming in aren't the fans that are like the nitty gritty.
Mhm.
We're yelling on every third down.
Mhm.
We're cheering. We're quiet on offense.
Mhm.
Some fans come to the game think they can just cheer all game, so they're at the game.
And-
No, on offense you don't cheer.
And that's the same thing that's happened with the Warriors.
Yeah.
Who, by the way, during the holiday break had a 4-game win streak. So I'm not,
Once they moved,
Counting
it
them
was
out.
just like all the real fans, the ticket prices went way up. So now it's like they're kind of like ousted a little bit. And
have
going
you been to
back
Chase
over it.
Center yet?
I have not.
Oh, okay.
I have not.
I just want to go to Hootopia if that's still open. It was supposed to be like a, like one of those pop-up kind of like picture places.
Oh, yeah.
But it was all about basketball and hoops. and
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm picking Russell to go. I'm picking Russell to get it. Lamar Jackson's bomb.
Oh, yeah, he's
been
all
good.
time. I think he's very next level. I mean, he's
Yeah.
already passed Michael Vick's record, which
Yeah.
also locks him into a definite, could possibly
Yeah,
win.
he's gonna go
MVP.
far. He's gonna be around for a while because
Yeah.
he's came out. He's done what he needs to do. So
Yeah.
he's definitely,
And not to flip off of the
flip.
football thing real quick, but I needed to talk boxing with you. Or
Yes.
boxing with us.
Okay.
But did you watch the Javante Davis fight?
I didn't, and that's why I was.
Okay,
saying,
so we
like,
have a new revelation of
I
what
watched
happened.
the Charlo fight.
Oh, you watched Charlo? Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That was a good fight too.
Yeah, it
Shout out to
was.
Ray because he had that Charlo fight going. I think he was watching that too.
Yeah.
But the Javante Davis fight went a full 12,
Okay.
Full
But-
12.
but in the first round, it was either the first or
I think
second
it was the
round.
second round.
Second
The
round,
shoe.
but
Shoegate.
it turned into a torn ACL.
Gervonta?
ACL tear. Yeah.
Gervonta?
No. Who was he fighting? It begins with a G as well. I'm having a loss. Let me look it up real quick.
I didn't even know he was fighting.
No, it was Friday in Atlanta.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I saw like the celebrities posting
Oh,
their pictures.
yeah.
They were going to the fight, but I had no idea he was fighting. And then I was like, well, who is he fighting? And then I saw it, and I was like, well, when does it come on? I had no idea.
Yeah, we had like a shoe issue.
Yeah,
They thought it was just
thought
like a
it was a
taping
shoe.
thing. Maybe the shoe
Right.
broke.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, his
So
Achilles.
he was performing on like one leg, literally,
wow.
like fighting.
Oh wow.
And he's a southpaw fighter. He couldn't even do that because he didn't have his good leg
Yeah,
to
he
stand
didn't
on or
have
his feet. Yeah, didn't have the balance.
wow.
But it was a good fight. I mean, all in all, I mean, I have to give it. Man, it was crazy.
I couldn't imagine.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine.
I couldn't imagine standing up with
Right.
No, but that's what they were
Right.
saying. Someone told me that's what it was.
Gosh.
Well, yeah.
And I could be wrong. I mean,
But
call in
Javante came
different-
out on top.
And trying to fight through the pain and being in pain and trying to.
But he didn't
And not
even
just
know. Like he
fight,
really
it was
didn't
like-
know.
He had like 10 more rounds to go.
Jeez.
Oh, yeah. That was a lot.
Yeah.
It's an A+ for effort. 'cause-
Can we give props in a moment of silence to the outfit Javante Davis had on in the ring? Did you see that?
Did not.
It was like a whole bunch of fringes
He,
all over his boxing
Gold
shorts.
fringe.
he had the Tina Turner going on.
Yes, he
Oh,
did, but it was all
yes.
white though, and it was with
Big
these.
Will keep on
Yeah,
talking.
it was hilarious.
Let me check this out.
Please look it up and see.
Oh, it was hilarious.
But the guy he was fighting was from Cuba, and I'm just at a loss of words for the name because it's not.
It's
popping
like G
up.
something.
It is. It's Garbon. Somebody in the chat. Anybody call in?
Garbino, Garbon, I don't know.
Sportsnista, where you at? We need you. But anyway, had a lapse. But
Let's see what this
it was a
guy had
good,
on.
good fight. All in
He
all,
had
even
some
with
great-
that.
Gamboa, thank you,
Gamboa,
Goose.
thank you, Goose.
Let's Ball Bounce,
Yes.
always there to
Shout
back
out,
us
thank
up.
you, Goose. Yeah,
Was it the
So that's what
black
I had-
one, or it was the white one?
His white outfit with the gold
white
tassels,
outfits with the fringes.
or fringe.
Yeah.
Tassels fringe. It
Tassels,
was all
fringes.
too much.
Yeah, he came in over the top. It was pretty decent.
But
Oh, and he
always-
had, who was it that he came out rapping to him for? Somebody was, I don't even
One of those babies, maybe. I don't know.
Babies or young
Yeah.
something,
Yeah,
or baby
young something, or
something.
yeah,
Yeah.
some young boy, some baby. I'm not sure.
But his outfits are always.
Over the top.
They are.
He had the
But this
one with
one really,
the
this
blue
one really,
hood
really brought it. It was
before.
interesting.
Yeah, that one's great.
Then he had like a cowboy looking one.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Mm.
What I thought, I had a diss dude moment.
Oh, okay. Who do you
Yeah.
have?
Baker Mayfield. He was out heckling with the fans before the Browns Bengals game.
Really?
I mean, there's been a couple things about Baker Mayfield that some people aren't on board with, but now you're leading a team. You are the quarterback of a franchise.
To me, he's never demonstrated.
And you're going to be out there heckling with some fans. I mean, are they in your head like that?
He's
Is that
never
why
just-
you still lose?
he's never demonstrated a quarterback position. I mean, as far as playmaking, maybe, but just being the quarterback, as far as being a leader of the team, supporting your team. Even when that fight broke out, yes, you said that was wrong, but he never really showed any solidarity to his teammates, saying, you know what, I didn't see it. Go down. I know it's wrong, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna get more facts or stick with my team. I'm still supporting my team. It could have been. He doesn't do any of that. He doesn't care. He doesn't do any of that kind of stuff.
Well,
that
another
a
coach
quarterback
that got
would do.
another coach who got canned was Freddie
Yeah,
Kitchens.
Freddie Kitchens
So
got-
let's see if there's going to be I'm not going to say real coach, but a more hands-on
Right.
coach who's going to maybe put him in check a little bit. Like, hey, why don't you just
Fall back.
why don't
and
you
be-
just play the game and win a
Right.
game?
It's just kind of like they get. What is with the Browns getting these party boy, frat boy type?
And Freddie
quarterback.
was just sitting there chilling with the shirt on too. Like, yeah, I'm gonna join
yeah,
in.
like
I
yeah.
can't. It's
Freddie
just-
had a shirt on that was out of line. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get that
So
organization.
that was my diss dude. We already discussed our Kugda moment.
yeah.
Girl power, Serena. Can we just talk about that?
Associated
female
Press.
athlete of
Yep.
decade.
Of the decade.
Of course, LeBron James got the male athlete of the
Mhm.
decade, which
Mhm.
I think is
Well deserved.
well deserved.
Serena really deserves
But Serena
Serena. Yeah.
did that.
She's,
Yeah.
uh,
Just watch it. I mean,
She's all time.
amazing.
She's all time.
we would get up like early mornings to watch Serena.
Yeah.
Like she's amazing.
We're happy for
Serena.
her. And a last minute shout out over to Marc-Andre Fleury, who was the only starter that was nominated to go to the NHL All-Star game.
Okay.
I believe there's also Pacioretty. He's on like
Max Pacioretty's
I don't know what they call it. They call it the last man in candidate, which I'm guessing is like
so like a stand-in
this backup
or a backup.
I'm still new in hockey. It's
Me
only like my
too.
second
Yeah,
year.
me too.
But that's when
I think it's almost like the all-star voting where you vote them in.
Oh, okay. Got you.
Oh.
So you have a certain amount of
like
players
their
you can vote in
backups.
instead of
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
So yeah, it was
okay.
called Last Man in Canada.
I got to get into hockey a little bit more.
Yeah.
I haven't really.
Get into
Because they
it.
said that
Not yet though. We still got a season to play. Some Raider fans, Cowboy fans.
Well, they
whoever.
said that Seattle was going to get a hockey team.
They are.
So that's why I've been kind of holding out on the Golden Knights a little
You
bit.
can't do that though. You're in Vegas.
Yeah.
You cannot do that.
I'm a Golden Knights fan.
Okay. The colors are dope.
I mean, I will be a Dragons fan. So for the XFL, Seattle has a team,
Yeah.
the Dragons. I will be a Dragons
Okay.
fan because of course.
Yeah.
There's not one here, but I am a Golden Knights fan because that's who brought me. I figure whoever team brings me to love the sport is the
Okay.
team. So the Aces. I mean, I know we always have the Storm, but I was never really a Storm. I never watched the NBA much
So
when I was young.
Funny, I was on the Storm dance team. I was 6 months pregnant with my oldest daughter, and I was out there flipping over my head and everything. Yeah, I think I was.
You were on the
I
dance
was a
team?
senior in high school, and I danced for the
Really?
Seattle Storm.
Look at you.
Yes.
Oh.
You got a fit still.
I do have the breakaway pants.
Uh-oh.
Yes, they're the burgundy
That's so
breakaway
fun.
pants.
I mean, I love the Storm. Don't get me wrong. I just was never like a big WNBA fan back then. And plus,
Okay.
I had just moved out here in like 2003, so I kind of missed all the great Storm
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
But the Aces are what brought me into loving the WNBA. So I'm an Aces
I
fan.
still haven't been to.
Oh,
Aces
you got to
game.
go to a game.
And we always say we're gonna go, but when I tell you,
And you
guys,
gotta go
our
to the lights,
schedule's so
too.
Crazy.
You got to go to lights.
You got to come to a Lights
You
game.
gotta go to
So
Lights
the
game.
kids actually got tickets from their school
Okay.
to go to a lights game, and the day the tickets were for, we all were out of town.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
but
Well,
this
you'll have to
season's
come this
coming up.
season.
yeah,
Yeah,
so we
this season.
definitely. My son, he wants to go.
Oh, good.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
They're fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
And open trials are still January 11th,
Yep.
which will be interesting.
Mhm.
But yeah, Happy New Year to everybody.
Happy New Year.
Thank you for
man.
coming in, Brittany. Thank you for my hoodie. One more
Yeah,
time
no
for anybody else that's
problem.
joined in late. Couldn't
Back
figure
in
out.
action.
Back in action, number 24.
Guess what I'm wearing on Sunday?
Yes,
At least
ma'am.
for the first half.
And then what's that? What's that in that box?
Kleenex. There's some
Oh,
some
Kleenex.
tissues.
Oh,
So
nice.
what's
Cool.
You'll need those.
Whatever.
Give it to Quan for his next Christmas gift.
It's going to be it, filled with
Yes.
mangoes. But that's it, y'all. Happy New Year's. Hopefully
Happy New
everybody was
Year.
safe and got home safe
Yeah,
or is
sleep.
getting home now safe.
I was sleeping.
Yeah. Safe travels to you
That's
and the
okay.
family for this weekend. Give Marshawn our best. We want to win, win, win.
Yes, we do.
That's it, y'all. We have
All right. Happy New Year.